Yo audience, today we're talking about MUSHOKU Tensei. With the first season in the books, it's time to ask the real questions. Is it worth your time? Should you watch it? Find out today on Texas Smash. What's up guys, Kronos here with Texas Smash, and on this video I will answer the questions you want to know before you watch. On a non-spoiler level, what is it that makes this anime stand out? Does it live up to its reputation? This is entirely based off the anime itself. This is not a biased perception from a manga reader, taking things into account that aren't even animated yet. This video is also completely spoiler free, as the point of making these videos is to get you into, or perhaps away from, watching the series. Before we dive into the video, please take the time to click that subscribe button if you are new or just haven't subscribed yet. Help Texas Smash reach that 500 subscriber mark. Even though it may not seem like a big deal, liking the video and or subscribing does so much to help support the channel and keep the content flowing. What is this show about? Okay, so check this out. This story is about a dude who got ran over by a truck and died. But, wait for it, he wakes up in a new world. I bet you've never seen anything like it. Sarcasm aside though, this anime does have a couple things going for it to help break the stereotypical isekai mold. First of all, the main character is reborn into a new world and not simply transported. This means that we as viewers are witnessing the entire life of the main character from baby to adult. Also, this series was based off a light novel that began being published in 2012. So while it may have took a while to get an anime adaptation, the story itself was written before most of the isekai anime you are seeing airing today. The unnamed man who dies is reborn into a world of sorcery and magic as Rudius Greyrat. Rudy quickly finds out he is naturally gifted with magic in this world and increases his power even further with some basic training. Rudy embraces this new life as a second chance for him, as his previous life was full of failure. Now, let's talk about what makes MUSHOKU Tensei great. As previously mentioned, this anime is adapted from a light novel series that was published before the popularity spike of the isekai genre. So while it may appear to be a dime a dozen on the surface, MUSHOKU Tensei did not take elements from all the other isekai anime you see out there today. If anything, it's the other way around. In a word, the story of MUSHOKU Tensei is adventure. However, it has just the right doses of world building and mystery to make it an extremely well-balanced show. Like, who is the man god? One of my favorite aspects of MUSHOKU Tensei is the fact that it is designed to cover the entire life of Rudy and his journey to live a life he can be proud of. As such, there are many trials and tribulations in store for Rudy's development, and the story is all the more enhanced because of it. One of the largest contributions to the story quality is the character development. Rudy is most certainly a flawed character, more on this later, but so is every other major character. This creates a very human feel for the entire cast, as they all have to work to overcome their issues. This is character development done right. There are no shallow characters here. The show really takes the time to flesh out the backstories and problems of everyone involved, and the end result is that you, the viewer, care about the characters and can truly understand where they are coming from. Last but not least is the animation. The animation for MUSHOKU Tensei is top tier. The magic and spells look badass every time it is used. The world itself, which is so vital to the story, is drawn with such detail that it is truly immersive. The music in MUSHOKU Tensei is also very good and helps to put an extra layer to said immersion. The end result here is visuals that really pop and do the story justice in so many ways. Now for the bad. It's time for the elephant in the room. Women are treated very poorly in this show. Rudy crosses the line on multiple occasions, and this is a turnoff for a lot of people. There's a couple things that are important to keep in mind here. First, this is an anime intended for mature audiences. There's a reason for that. Second, as mentioned earlier, this is a story of the life of Rudius Greyrat. There are 25 volumes to be adapted, and Season 1 only covered the first volume and about 3/4 of the second. My point is that you're not supposed to like how Rudy is acting in these moments. As the story moves forward, we will get to see more and more of that character development thing I was talking about earlier. This is literally the only bad thing anyone has to say about the show, so allow me to give you guys a fresh take on a negative from MUSHOKU Tensei. The Demon Empress. Remember all that stuff I said about how you will care about the characters because they are so well developed? Meet the exception. Now this girl, old lady, has plenty of lore behind her, and the development on paper is certainly there for her as well, but damn, this one is super annoying. I understand how she's important to the story, but her airhead personality and screeching voice makes my ears bleed. I was always dreading any scene involving her and happy when she left. Boom! A negative about MUSHOKU Tensei that is unrelated to Rudy's perversions. Good luck finding that on the internet. This is my personal opinion on the MUSHOKU Tensei consensus, where I take into account what the critics say, what the user reviews say, and what I hear about the show in the real world. The consensus for MUSHOKU Tensei is that it is the pioneer of the isekai genre. Now, I'm not sure if I've seen enough isekai to agree or disagree with that particular statement, but when looking at this show as an anime, I can tell you that the consensus is spot on for this one. Mal has MUSHOKU Tensei listed at 8.36 out of 10, and I can absolutely stand by and agree to this level of praise. And finally, does Texas Smash recommend that you watch this anime? I'm giving MUSHOKU Tensei an 8 out of 10. High-end, second-tier anime. Before I started writing my notes for this video, I was kind of between giving MUSHOKU Tensei a 7 or an 8, but when it came down to talking about the negatives for the show, I realized there weren't really any major negatives here. To be honest, if it wasn't for Tokyo Revengers, I would probably place MUSHOKU Tensei as the frontrunner for Anime of the Year 2021. Just to be clear, because this is often misunderstood, Anime of the Year is limited to animes that began in that year. A returning series cannot win this award. I would recommend this anime especially for anyone who may have enjoyed isekai for a time, but got burnt out on the genre. Thank you guys for sticking around until the end of the video. As always, I am as honest as possible with my praise and critique of any series I cover. What anime do you want me to make a worth a watch video on next? Go beyond and B+ Ultra by letting me know in the comments, or just wait and find out next time on Texas Smash.